Look at where the numbers are right now. Mid-70s in Hartford, 73 the current temperature in Windsor Locks. But we have to think of our friends in Groton, New London area, where the clouds and fog and mist are kind of lingering. And you're like, wait, it's not warm at my house. Close to 60 degrees for the New Haven and Bridgeport area, and right around 70 degrees in Bridgeport. Just look at the temperatures all morning long. We were hanging in the 50s, and then wow, temperatures rose about 6 degrees in an hour in the Hartford area. So here's a look back at the clouds that we had to kind of start off the day. They dissipated, except for our friends here in the southeast, and we finally got that sun. And I have a lot of messages from people saying it feels kind of humid outside. You know, not by summer standards, but it's been a while since we felt any moisture in the air. So yeah, we've got these showers that are heading our way for later tonight after midnight. We could even have a thunderstorm, but nothing like this. A severe weather outbreak continues in the southeast with a high risk for severe weather here in Alabama, something that doesn't happen very long, or very often, I should say. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 50s. We'll see some showers developing after midnight and into tomorrow morning. So here's a few of those showers out there, and we can't rule out an isolated gusty thunderstorm as we head into tomorrow morning. This computer model doesn't do a great job showing it, but I want to tell you that I do think personally there's a chance that we could see one. Then as we head towards the late afternoon, again, it will take some time. We'll get some sunshine out, and temperatures will once again climb between 65 to right around 70 degrees, although cooler at the Connecticut shoreline. Another thing I want to mention for you tomorrow is not only the chance for a strong gusty thunderstorm, but some gusty winds. Now, there's some question as to how much of this could kind of reach the ground, because we're going to have winds roaring above our heads pretty much all day tomorrow. So I think there's a window if you get a thunderstorm or a downpour in the morning, and then after a front passes through in the afternoon, where we could see gusts up around 40 or 50 miles per hour in spots. I don't know if it will be widespread, but it's always good to kind of put the chance for some outages in the back of your mind. Better to be prepared just in case. Heading into your Saturday, it's sunny and breezy, highs in the 60s. This for sure is going to be the pick of the weekend for outdoor plans, because Sunday we get rain to move in, and it might be a nice beneficial soaking rain. Some of our computer models are up around 1 or 2 inches, which would be fantastic. But again, get everything you want to get done outside on Saturday before more of an indoor day on Sunday. Cooler on Monday with highs around the 50-degree mark, and then temperatures slowly rebounding as we head towards the middle and end of next week. Your shoreline 7-day rainy 50s on Sunday, and we'll keep temperatures in the 50s there for the remainder of this 7-day forecast.